Guy, welcome. It's so good to have you. It's so good to have you here. And I know you now for a while, and it's great to have you as a member of One Life Club as well. And it's always great to see your contribution in our community as well. Now, Guy, tell our team what exactly Guy does for a living.
So, guys, I am a builder, carpenter by trade. I build for clients who are starting to move into more of the development side of the projects. For me personally, I'd rather the development side and the positives that you can have from it. So it's been a while. I've been going for 4 years now. We've got a team of six, and we do mainly extensions, renovations. We're starting moving into new houses, and then developments we'll be looking at doing new houses, some flips, renos, and extensions, and try and increase the value on those projects. So
And you started as a chippy, you started as a carpenter before obviously became a builder and then started working for others, correct?
yeah, correct. So I got signed off when I was about 19 or 20, I think it was. And I did just a bit of subbing around, and then I decided to go fishing for 3 or 4 years. So then I come back from that, and we started off just doing some decks, pergolas, some small renos, and over the last 4 years we've grown considerably. So it started from the carpentry and the fishing, and then it started to grow into a very promising looking business.
So a lot of carpenters, they decide to the choice they can make, obviously. One, work as a carpenter all your life. There's nothing wrong with that. There are amazing carpenters out there that make a good living out of being a carpenter.
100%.
But you have chosen actually to become a builder as well and take on contract work and employ carpenters as well. Why did you decide to do that? Why didn't you just want to stay as a carpenter?
Look, the main reasons I've got massive hopes and dreams and aspirations for my life, and becoming a builder gives me a lot better chance at, or not a chance, but chasing those things that I want in life. We create more time. I don't have to be there directly on the tools. I want to make a lot more money in my life. I want to be able to provide jobs for people and careers, as well as create beautiful homes for our clients. So as we go through and build the business, it gives me an opportunity to create a lot more careers, build beautiful homes, as well as create an awesome life for myself and my family.
And mentally, what do you think, what would you say is a bigger challenge being a carpenter in your own construction company?
Oh, construction company, being a builder is freaking difficult. Like, there is so many moving pieces that go into it. You've got a client that you're dealing with for months or a year at a time. So you've got to build a really strong relationship with yourself and with them. So being mentally tough, there's a lot of things that can go wrong within a project, and it's about building a good team, good leadership, as well as just being so organised. Like, details matter, like the smallest details matter. And I just believe my favourite saying is, how you do anything is how you do everything. And that's one thing that I preach to my boys. It doesn't matter what you're doing. If you're pushing a broom, be the best at it. Like, make that thing like meticulous. Doesn't matter what it is. Just
What running a construction company now, last couple of years has been very difficult for construction sector with prices going up and so much work really out there for everybody. What would you say has been your biggest challenge running construction company in the last 2 years?
definitely, staff is definitely been the challenge. Price increases have been also very hard. Between price increases and the supply of materials over the last 3 years, you just have to be on your game. You've got to be thinking 4 steps ahead, not just 1 or 2 steps ahead. You've got to be predicting. Like, we'll pre-order material for jobs that we haven't got yet and just store timber when it was tough. I'd have a ship container stored full of timber,
Mm.
just so when we needed things, we had it. And it's just trying to be ahead of the game and preparing for things like that. Just the more organised we be before we even start a job, we've got a schedule. I know every tile that we're ordering. I know every bit of tapware that we're ordering. It's just everything. Have just processes and systems just so you can't miss. Things do still go wrong, but if you can limit that, you're doing well.
When I was, I started on tools myself. And I remember, I'm 44 years old now, but when I was 18 or 19 years old, there was so many young people that wanted to become a tradie. They wanted to learn a trade and make a good living by becoming electrician, painter, you know, plumber or whatever. Do you think there's a still demand from young generation to actually get their hands dirty, or do you think that's fading away?
I think it's definitely faded. More so are the ones that are actually super keen and want to build a proper career in it. A lot of them just kind of think, oh, what do I do when I leave school? I don't want to go to uni. So they just start a trade, even though they might not be that keen in it. Like, definitely I've noticed a lot more people want to be a plumber or an electrician because they think it's not as hectic on your body. You earn a bit extra money. Well, yeah, carpenters saying not as many people go down that or want to go down that route. They do for different reasons. But I think, yeah, carpenter's a freaking unbelievable skill to have. You can translate that through so many different parts of a project, as well as if you want to pursue a building career, like possibilities absolutely endless what you do.
What do you think will happen in 20 years with trades?
It'll be really interesting to see, especially with like all this AI technology, like whether in the future they just 3D print houses or I don't know. It's going to be pretty interesting. There will definitely always be a market for like, beautiful custom hand built homes. I don't think you'll ever be able to get technology that can like replicate what we can do on a
Well,
building site.
there's a definitely technology already out there that they can actually, you know, pretty much build almost entire house with all this modular, you know what I mean? But I tell you one thing, I'm building a big home right now, and I cannot imagine any any technology changing the hands-on contractors that I have working on my house. Specifically, if you keep changing your mind as a client and keep adding things all the time, it becomes endless fight, you know what I mean?
Oh, definitely. Like, there's just certain things I don't think like a computer or technology will ever be able to do that we do on a site. They may try, but I don't think it'll ever be as good.
I got some questions for you, and I'm gonna hit you with the hard ones.
All right, let's
You
do it.
died, if you died tomorrow, what would you be most proud of?
I'd definitely be most proud of my can-do attitude. I wake up every morning ready to roll, and that energy carries the whole way through the day until I'm lying in bed looking at the ceiling, wondering if I can get up again. I drive my fiance absolutely up the wall because I will not sit down for even 2 minutes. It's always just go, go, go. So that's one thing. Like, doesn't matter what I achieve in my life, as long as I know I've put 120% into every day, then like you can't be unhappy with that no matter if things don't go your right way.
If you could give advice to your 20-year-old self, what would it be?
Well, as to my 20-year-old self, I think just follow
Go
your
more
passion.
fishing. Go more fishing.
Yeah, I definitely did a lot of that. There was no shortage. I think just follow your passion, and as everyone's life's different. As for me, I didn't even want to be a builder. I didn't want to be a carpenter. I finished my trade and wanted to fish. Through fishing, I met some incredible people, one who became a mentor and helped put me on this path now. So my advice would be if you're passionate about something, follow it. As long as you, again, just do your best at it, be the best at it, no matter what you're doing. Just be the best. Put your heart into absolutely everything you do.
And you know what? If you're not gonna give it all, why fucking bother?
100%. What's the point? Like, what? Especially, yeah. Why do 90% of something? The last 10%, the last percent. That's where it's at. That's
Uh,
everything.
What legacy do you hope to leave through your business, both professionally and personally?
The legacy I want to leave is that if you put your mind to something, like possibilities are endless. I want to set that example. I want to work harder than everyone there. I want to be fitter than everyone there. I want to have a stronger mindset than anyone that's ever lived. Yeah, I want to be the best at everything I do, and I want to show that's possible for every person that comes up.
Hmm. What should schools teach that they don't?
I think just more genuine life skills. Like one thing I noticed at school, especially with math, you didn't really learn anything practical. Teach us about mortgages, home loans, like running costs of cars, just living expenses. It doesn't get taught, and then you get thrown out the back end. You might know how to do some real fancy math, but is that really going to help you in too much life? For certain careers, 100%. But I think they need to really just do a lot of the basics.
And I think most of the things that we actually learned in schools, from science classes and maths or whatever it is, I was like, man, I reckon I already forgot that 20 years ago. Do you know what I mean? Because you don't use it. It's not practical. Um, uh, I think that, any school should really teach people how to have some fucking common sense. Because I tell you one thing, these days you feel like that most people don't. So there should be class on its own. Um, um, Now, you next move heavily wants to be into property development, and I look forward to watching that journey. And so good to have you as a part of our One Life Club community. I always say that one thing that we are building now at One Life Club, we are building a club with amazing people in it, and you're definitely one of those guys, Guy. And I'm look forward to watching your business grow more. I look forward to you getting to know other members, and I look forward to getting to know you as well. So it's been nothing but pleasure, and let's keep pushing,
Thank you, mate. Let's do it. Let's get better every day.
and let's go back to work.
100%. What would you rather do?
Good talking to you, Guy.
Awesome. Thanks, mate. See ya. Bye.